Hey guys, this is Masters. I'm making this video to show you guys Halo CE and Halo editing kit running on a Macintosh using Parallels and Windows 7. I'm just going to go through my specs here real quick. It's a decent machine. I really didn't buy it intending to be doing any serious work, but here I am back at Halo CE again, and after using Windows for several weeks now, I kind of can't stand it, and the window management, which is one of the best things about the Mac. So I'm just going to go over my specs here just so you get a feel for what I'm using. Alright, you're going to notice it's going to be running a little bit slow. Right now I'm running OSX Lion. I'm running a Parallels virtual machine with Windows 7, which has Halo CE running inside it, and I'm recording this in high definition. So I can use multi-touch gestures to switch between Mac desktop spaces and the virtual machine. You can see I can edit my tags and everything. Like I said, it's going to be a little bit slow at spots. Let me close Halo. Yeah, and there's some artifact glitching and stuff. The virtual machine's using 1 GB of RAM of my 4. So here you can see I have all my tags. Everything looks normal. If I didn't tell you, you probably wouldn't even realize that this is running right over Mac OSX. So let me just go to my A50 scenario. See, all my tags are there. Most of those BSPs aren't going to be used in SPv3. We actually have all new ones. One that we should be able to show fairly soon, hopefully in a few weeks. Now, one neat thing about working in Gorilla with this is that all the multi-touch gestures for scrolling and everything work fine, which is really nice because I'm always constantly having to, move around the screen, click on one side of my 2-monitor display on my desktop. It just makes it a lot easier to be able to, just swipe with your fingers to get in and out of applications, especially when you have Halo CE running in its own space. So here's my, my Halo CE directory. It's got a bunch of stuff in it. Here's my tags. Here's my data. And the really cool thing is that with the data, I can access those files, and many of them I have programs on the Mac to edit with. I can use to edit them, and I get to take advantage of features in Lion such as instant resume and autosave, which is really neat, especially when you're working with these huge script files and trying to keep track of different versions or previous versions. Trying to look back at things you've done in the past that have been removed. So I'm going to compile the map here with OS. One bad thing about using these virtual machines, and I'm not sure if it's the amount of RAM I have or just the way they're all set up, is that to compile a map takes forever. This one is going to take several minutes. Normally they take a good minute and a half on my desktop, which has a quad-core processor, 4 gigs of RAM. But here, see, I can just swipe right out. Now if you look in Finder on the Mac, which is basically Explorer for Mac, I got a much better view, organized files by type. I can also easily drag and reorganize files, as our tag set's still kind of a mess. I get a multi-touch for scrolling through all those. You have to understand we have, thousands and thousands and thousands of files, so being able to get to all of them real easily, especially when you're trying to repair and reorganize a tag set, this makes it really easy. So if I go into my data right here, this normally works really fast, but it's a feature in Mac called the Quick View. You can just hit the space bar to automatically preview any any bitmap text file. Just trying to go through this and show it. It's acting real slow here. Alright, let's go check on tool. Doesn't look like it's doing anything yet. There's a texture. That's actually from SPv1. Again, just scroll through them. What you like, here's our old visor bitmaps, which we're still not sure if we're going to use. These are also from SPv1. Still not doing anything in tool. By the way, for those of you wondering how I switch between screens, it's just 3 fingers swiping on the trackpad. All MacBooks come with multi-touch trackpads. It's like a giant iPhone screen without the LCD, so you can do different gestures to do different things, such as the scrolling. What's funny is in game I can actually even throw grenades using multi-touch gestures. And you can do cover flow for sifting through files if you're looking for anything in particular. Alright, there it goes. Finally it's starting. And there's my space with Safari open. See, you just look through all the different files. This is really good when you have a lot of stuff with random names, or especially when you have Dano pissing out bitmaps with names you're never going to know. And it's real fast, it's seamless, you can, it has momentum scrolling. So, I can just like flick through all of them real quick to see which ones I'm looking for. Pick it out at a glance. I know Windows has something similar, but it's really not as nice. That's our old biped. If you can look closely, you could have seen the face behind the Chief's helmet, which we don't really have anymore in our mod. Let me go back to column view. Now this is a really cool feature I think I'm about to show. What am I looking for? Oh, I'm going to levels by accident. Alright. Don't look too much into that bridge thing. That's from a long time ago when I was working with Rob Opalar on his map. So alright, here we go to scenarios. Single player. Alright, A50. Okay, it's taking a while load. Well, no wonder Tool's sifting through all that shit. Yeah, you can see some data files in there, devices, scripts, HUD messages. So I'm going to go to scripts as soon as this thing starts responding quicker. It's just about done. Here I have another space. I can just put whatever I want there. If I wanted to have a tag editor open there, or whatever else. Chat windows, documentation, videos. It lets you can just swipe over and peek at everything. Beats having to go to the bottom of the screen each time with the mouse. There, I can multi-touch through Tool, read what it's been spitting out. Alright, let's go to scripts. Alright, we're going to go look at the battle rifle script, which is a script that works with OS to change values in the battle rifle tag. So here I was playing with this last night. You see 3 lines, 3 different tests. Here I'm doing edit 1. Now I'm going to go to save a version. Alright, and versions are basically, it's basically when you save a file, but in Lion it's all integrated into one. So there's edit number 2. There's edit number 3, or no, wait, I can't read. This is like really tiny in iMovie right now. Alright, and now suppose you make a huge mistake and you delete part of a script, especially one that Kirby writes that you don't really understand. If you were on like using Windows, you'd be fucked right now. But, pardon my language. But here, I can just go there. I can go to browse all versions. And this is a little bit graphically intensive, so just give it 1 sec. Any second now. We have like multiple of these files, running. Alright, so here we are. There's the current document, and you can see there's a timeline view. You can see, again, it's got a real nice interface for sifting through stuff. Up there would be if, it's a file, I've been working on. Like maybe a year from now when I go back and look at it, I can look at all the previous versions. But I can look at, the one from earlier today before I edited it with you guys. I can look at the different ones I did. There's edit 1, there's edit 2, there's the 3rd edit I did, without anything in it. You can copy and paste from document to document. where you can just hit restore. So that's one really useful feature, especially when you look at other stuff such as HUD files. You know, one thing I haven't figured out is that it doesn't like using that feature with the volume I'm on. I just have to change it to share the file systems.